Homicide 1912, the case of 67-year-old Thomas Wright. Thomas Wright was convicted of the manslaughter of 57-year-old Samual Marchbank. They had both been inmates at Firvale Workhouse in Sheffield and had occupied beds in the same dormitory. Thomas Wright attacked Samual Marchbank in the men's ward at the workhouse in the early morning of the 15th of March 1912, between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., going to his bed and dealing him numerous violent blows with his fist in rapid succession on the body. It was thought that he had attacked him because of something that Samual Marchbank had previously done. Thomas Wright had got up at about 5 a.m. and gone to the lavatory, after which he returned to the bed of Samual Marchbank, and after using a foul expression to him, he struck him several violent blows on the body. Samual Marchbank cried out in pain, and 3 hours later he was seen by the workhouse doctor and was later taken to the hospital where it was discovered that he had a broken rib. He had also been suffering from bronchitis. He remained in hospital for a month before dying on the 7th of April 1912. After he died, his post-mortem found that he had had 2 broken ribs. It was heard that the broken ribs had aggravated a long-standing chest trouble and had hastened his death. It was also noted that Samual Marchbank had been in a weak state when he had been admitted into the institution, having suffered from previous injury, and that he had had a bandage from his thigh up to his shoulder. Samual Marchbank had also been prematurely senile. Another inmate in the dormitory said that Thomas Wright had beaten Samual Marchbank unmercifully, and said that when he later passed Samual Marchbank's bed, Samual Marchbank looked at him very pitifully and said, "That man's nearly killed me." Samual Marchbank's cause of death was given as bronchitis, aggravated by the injury to the chest. At the trial at the Leeds Assizes on Wednesday the 8th of May 1912, the defence told the jury that to find Thomas Wright guilty, that they had to be satisfied that Thomas Wright had dealt the blows that had caused the fractured ribs, and that death had followed the fractures. However, they found him guilty. When Thomas Wright was found guilty, the judge said that Thomas Wright had already been in prison for a week, which he thought was quite enough, adding that although he had technically been guilty of manslaughter, that he assured that he had never intended to do Samual Marchbank serious harm, noting that there had also been some provocation in the case, and said that he would bind him over to come up with judgment when called upon.